Hi, this is Mike. Normally you see me filming my restoration on my 72 Corvette project. Today a little different twist, having a problem on my motorcycle with the shifting linkage. My wife and I were out for a ride yesterday and we were a few miles from home, and all of a sudden I couldn't shift from third into fourth gear. And if you look at it, it looks like something stripped out here, so I'm about to take it apart and figure out what's going on and hopefully get it fixed. So we had to limp home at 30 miles an hour, but we made it. So I'm thinking that the shaft that goes through and connects into this linkage arm is stripped out, or something's going on there with that. So, and if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I actually have the motorcycle on my 2-post lift, and we have a special adapter built that my buddy Dave put together for us, and allows me to lift motorcycles. We actually have 2 of them, and we can lift the lawnmower as well, but I have it on it, and I have it firm enough to do my little shake tests, my rock and roll tests, and make sure it's going to stay put, which it is. So I'm going to lift it up and then we'll start looking at the linkage. That should be far enough. Rocks a little bit, but it gives right here in the joint between the lift and the adapter that we made. So I have a 1/2 inch on the back and a 7/16 on the front side to remove this connection. So I can actually turn this shaft independently of this arm. Now that I have the shifters off, and I'm thinking it's stripped out right down in here. We'll get that off and take a look. See if we can just wiggle this off. This off. It looks, I don't know, doesn't look as bad as I thought it might. Take a look at the shaft. It's dirty. I'm going to put the 2 back together off of the bike and tighten it up and see how it grips. Starting to think that maybe it just got loose. I put a little thread lock on this before I stick it in. Hopefully keep it from jiggling loose next time. Okay, so there's a groove on the back side of the shaft that's just like these 2 on the front side where the toe pedals, the toe levers hook in. So anyways, I had to find that groove which the end of the shaft is just perfectly flush with this linkage arm. And so I got it in there, and it seems to be nice and tight now. Not enough hands. All right, got the arm reconnected. Put the spacer on. Now I'm going to put the kick levers on, figure out the position I had them in before, and tighten everything up. So I have the kick levers, toe heel levers, where I think they were, and as best I can tell from the picture I took before I took them off, but I don't know, it just looks a little bit funny. Anyway, I'm not going to put a Loctite on the threads until after I test drive it, so I'm just going to tighten them up as best I can here, test drive it, but not today because it's raining. And once I know I have them right where I want them, then I'll take the screws out and put some Loctite on them. Everything's back together. Doesn't seem to be much slop in any of the connections. It is shifting well. The thing I would tell you is when you're putting it back together, make sure that you get these tightening bolts aligned properly with the grooves in the slot. So there's 3 of those. And I guess the first thing I would tell you is before you take it all apart, just check to see if it just slightly loosened up, and all it needs is a good tightening. So I'll have the bike up in the air for doing the work. It was a good time to clean it too. So I can't tell you how awesome it is for cleaning and many other things, obviously, to be able to raise the bike like this and get it in all those hard to get to spots while you're standing up and not houched over some little bench or whatever, stool. So this is a 2013 Ultra Limited Anniversary Edition. I bought this in Seattle. It was about 6 months old. And Johnny, if you're watching this, I still have your Johnny Cash CD in the player and listen to it. So it's kind of cool. Splash down.